The fifth C of effective messages is correctness, meaning the details of the message are accurate. You want to verify your spelling, making sure that every word is correct before you transmit the message. A message with a misspelled word is considered non-mailable. You will want to use reference tools that are helpful in producing correct messages, such as a dictionary to check the spelling and meaning of words, a thesaurus to make sure that you're using acceptable word choices, a word division manual to verify preferable word division points, and the last listed here is a format guide, making sure that you are using an acceptable message layout for your message. Frequently used words are often misspelled and are difficult to locate. For example, the words you and your. Avoid relying on a spell checker in your word processing program. This is not a substitution for a lack of effective communication skills. A second thing to think about for correctness of your message is to be aware of words and phrases that sound alike but have different spellings and meanings. Some words that are pronounced alike but have different meanings are words such as ad, ads, and ads. ADS means more than one advertisement. ADDS means performing additions. Also words that sound alike but have different spellings and meanings, such as the word altogether. Altogether as one word means completely or wholly. The word altogether as two words means in one group. You also want to use parallel structure in creating your sentences. Parallel structure means you use the same grammatical form throughout a list or within a sentence. The first example here as a non-parallel structure is the computer operator's duties are completing the log, starting and stopping all runs, and to make minor repairs. Parallel structure, you are changing the last part of that sentence. The sentence now becomes the computer operator's duties are completing the log, starting and stopping all runs, and making minor repairs. So all the verbs have an ing ending: completing, starting, stopping, and making. Using appropriate punctuation will help with correctness. You can punctuate a sentence differently and have different meanings, such as the meaning number 1 sentence, the admissions counselor, said Sarah, will be available on Saturday. In this sentence, with the commas after counselor and Sarah, you are talking about the admissions counselor being available on Saturday. But in the second sentence, meaning number 2, when you put the commas after said, the comma after said, you have the admissions counselor said, Sarah will be available on Saturday. Again, two different meanings based on where you place your punctuation within the sentence. You want to proofread aloud to be sure you insert the correct punctuation. Use a comma to slow down or pause to comprehend the meaning. Use semicolons when you want to yield for the next thought. And make sure you use periods and question marks to come to a complete stop before proceeding. You also want to check twice items such as names, places, dates, times, and amounts within a message. These are frequently areas where correctness in a message is missing. The last thing to do for correctness is to evaluate the message appearance. Have you used the proper format? For example, a memorandum, a block letter format, a modified block letter format, an email format. And think about placement and guidelines. Follow the standard company guidelines and practices, keeping in mind what is appropriate based on information that you've learned in your business communications course. An example of correctness and using parallel construction is provided. Before completing your assignments, you should read the study notes, print the PowerPoint presentations, review the format guide, and reviewing the illustrations provided in CSC Online. Again, you can see that your verbs used were completing, print, review, and reviewing. You want all of those to be parallel. So a good way to write the sentence is by changing those verbs. Before completing your assignments, you should read the study notes, print the PowerPoint presentations, review the format guide, and review the illustrations provided in CSC Online.